Bienvenidos a Joan Moon Games. Hoy os traigo Truberbrook. Empezamos.
Sorry, pal. We're out of gas and your engine is boiling. Let's see if we can fix you up here. We'll be back on the road in no time. Stranded in the middle of nowhere. No juice. Out of gas. And the engine is overheated. No way. A hidden replacement key. That was too easy. As if it wanted to be found. My tires should still last a couple of miles. At least the cold chain is unbroken. I wish. It's frozen shut. Hansen's ice cream. I used to love it when I was little. Somebody forgot their toolbox. This loot box contains only some rusty pliers. If it wasn't for the sand and rubble, the impenetrable darkness, the legions of bugs, and that awful smell of gasoline everywhere, this sure could make a nice place for a picnic. It fits. That was almost too easy. It's pitch black. I can't even see my own hands. There's something funny about that picture. Oops! A hidden switch. This must be the main fuse. This thing wouldn't take me far out here. Electrical cables. Zip. Extra large, no refill. This is the end of nowhere. I wonder if these postcards would ever reach their destination. This one shows a map of the area. I'll take it with me. Quite off the beaten track. Looks dusty. Cherry pie. If there's something I can't stand, it's cherry pie and hot coffee. 20% bun, 5% cold cuts, and 75% cling film. Thanks, but no thanks. Cold water is leaking out. cold as ice. Exactly what I need. There you go. Have some Kool-Aid. Now they are working again. Drink up. You must be dying of thirst. Done. Finally, we can make off again. Oh, come on. Start already. It's that darn oil pump again. Looks like we'll be stuck here for a while.
You sure this is the right place? When's the next bus back to the city? Beverly, I have arrived. I feel spewed out into the most barren, dark void of Europe. All things considered, this could most likely be the best vacation ever. Feeling chilled out already. Ah, yes. That's where I am. The next city is like 1,000 miles away. The bus stop. My gateway to the outside world. Brr, looks cold. Its heydays are over. Hades. Paddleboat rental, souvenirs, fishing supplies. A hiking map of the region. The upper section has been torn off. I wonder what that is. Arrived at destination after a short walk. Truberbrook, a tranquil little town. Seems a bit run down. I must say, Beverly, I absolutely fell in love with this town already. Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood. That is one strange-looking cat. That's probably the town's landmark. There's a selection of local charcuterie on display. Würstebrei, Stippgrütze, Schlagte Platte, Pothoeke, Tote Oma. The mysterious village. Who is into this kind of stuff? Beverly, I discovered the local movie theater, Mobius Palace. The favorite genres around here appear to be Western and noir. This must be the place. Small ads, postings, announcements. They're holding a town fair soon. Exciting. Evening.
Hey. Nobody there, huh?
Doesn't seem so. They don't seem to have many bookings. All the keys are still there. That's quite a few fishing rods they have there. Hello? I'm not going to give up.
Good afternoon. How can I help you, darling?
There's a room reserved for me. You know the lottery? I won a stay over here.
You won? How can you win a stay in Trüberbrook?
Well, actually, I don't really remember taking part in any lottery myself. Yet I received this winning notification.
What was the name again?
Name's Tannhauser.
Tannhauser, 11hauser. Oh, Dr. Hans Tannhauser. Oh yes, here we have it.
Say, is it a quiet room?
Seeking some peace and quiet, uh-huh.
Well, I'm working on a text and I could really use some serenity.
Text? Are you a kind of writer or something?
I'm a physicist. Right now, I'm writing a paper on quantum physics.
I've heard worse. You arrived just in time for the big anniversary celebration. Trüberbrook is a bit noisier than usual around these days. But apart from that, I'd say you have nothing to worry about in terms of disturbance. Here's your key, Dr. Tenhauser. My name is Trude, by the way.
If you don't mind, where are all the other guests?
Let's put it this way. The season in Trüberbrook is already over.
I get the impression the season has been over for some time. What?
Please, you've got to help me.
Did that guy just disappear with my paper? Something unusual happened. There was an uninvited guest in my room tonight. Now that he's escaped, I'm going to chase him down. I better not. It'll start raining in. It seems rather unpleasant outside. What a mess. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. What is this? Some kind of goo. Where did he go? Darkest night. In the pale starlight, this village appears to be composed of jagged silhouettes and loneliness. A trail of goo. The thief must have left it behind. The trail leads further uptown. A trail of goo. The trail.
Hey there. Taking a little night stroll?
Someone was in my room.
You only just got here and you already have secret admirers?
No, it was a burglar. I think.
Well, I haven't seen anyone sneaking around here, but if I were you, I would probably follow these somewhat extremely obvious footprints.
You've got a point there. Please excuse me. This situation is growing aggravating. I followed the person who stole my notes into a kind of dead-end street. And now he's vanished. Picture me standing here at the edge of the world, stripped of my writings.
I wonder who on earth would steal a paper on quantum physics. Do you like ghost stories? It is said that a Proto-Germanic cult used to live up here in the mountains. They prayed to the spirits of the forests. I know it's a long shot, but maybe this visitor of yours is one of those spirits?
Evil spirits?
Nonsense, I was just trying to mess with you. What was your name again? Tenhauser? Name's Gretchen. I'm an anthropologist. In fact, those old Proto-Germanic ritual grounds just so happen to be my special subject. One of them is supposedly somewhere around here, though I haven't been able to find it yet.
Gretchen, well met. Now, that's all well and good, but what am I going to do without my notes?
You know what? I'm going to help you track down that burglar. It looks like he escaped with one of the old gondolas. I bet he's hiding somewhere in the mountains, which, incidentally, is also where I was heading. Come on, you're a scientist. You're coming with me now and you're going to help me find this ritual site. Who knows, maybe you'll even find your evil spirit there. The one with an interest in quantum whatchamacallits. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So what do you say? You with me? Ha! I knew you had the spirit of adventure in you. Are you ready to go? I'm ready to go. The early bird catches the worm and all that. We have to find a way up the mountain. It would be easiest if we used a cable car. I reckon that's also what our friend thought.
The cable car doesn't exactly appear to be in pristine condition. What do you think?
Don't worry, I'm sure I can fix this. I can't fix this. The master key is missing and a weasel damaged the electric mains.
Maybe it was the burglar who did this.
The plan. I'll hold the position and try my best. Why don't you take a look around town? We need the master key for the cable car. Also, we need to override the broken mains. Think you can remember that?
I'll try to remember.
Let's go. This is going to be fun.
Hi.
Hey.
About the cable car. Question. What was it again that we needed that key for?
We need the master key to get the cable car running in the first place. Why don't you take a look around town? Anything else I can help you with?
Yes, I was just about to ask. I wonder what interest the burglar has in my paper.
Presumably not the brightest candle on the cake. Who else would steal a paper on quantum physics?
So, how long have you been here?
The day before yesterday. Feels much longer, though. And just saying, the public transportation around here? Germany is a mess.
Why Trüberbrook of all places? It's hard to find, even on a map. But I'm not from these parts, after all.
I've been trying to pinpoint the exact location of those ritual grounds for a while now. And when I finally found them, I immediately took off. The people around here are nice, but also a little weird, don't you think?
Now that you mention it.
Tell me about yourself.
What would you like to know?
So you're from the States, huh?
The United States of America.
Where from exactly?
Woodinville, Washington.
Never heard of it. Any bigger cities nearby that I might know?
Seattle, the rainy jewel of the Northwest. Heard of it?
Oh yes, I know the place. I was passing through some time ago.
You've been to the States?
Yes, once. That was a few years back, though. Actually, I had come to New York to attend a conference. But then I got acquainted with some folks there and stayed a while longer.
I've heard enough. Thank you. I just wanted to say hi.
All right. Don't forget we need to get the cable car working. High voltage. There's got to be a way we can fix this.
Locked. Locked. This old generator is running at maximum strength. It's even sending out sparks. Hello? Anybody there? What was that? I met a woman named Gretchen in Truberbrook. She is a fellow scientist. Gretchen studied anthropology in Vienna.
Could you please focus on the task at hand?
These binoculars should provide an excellent view of the opposite lakeshore. I have to insert a coin first. These binoculars should provide Hi.
Hey!
I just wanted to say hi.
All right. Don't forget we need to get the cable car working.
Actually, it's quite a nice table.
Be careful! The table is wobbling terribly. You better keep your distance. This table has a horrible wobble.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
It's heartbreaking to see the town in decline like this. Everything's going down the drain, just like this wobbly table.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable. It's driving me crazy.
Looks like it was struck by lightning the other night. Still looks in good condition, though. Hilarious the Unready, Margrave of Trüberbrook. Conqueror of the Dragon, Savior of Trüberbrook, yep. In the year of our Lord, 1250. This cat again. Its heydays are over. Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood. There's a selection of local charcuterie on display. Würstebrei, Stippgrütze, Schlagte Platte, Pothoeke, Tote Oma. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
I'd like to report a theft. There was an uninvited guest in my room last night.
In our house? Oh dear, I'm so very sorry. Let me call the police immediately.
Thanks.
I will keep you informed.
This establishment you call your own has quite the charm.
A family business for more than 75 years. Actually, I took over the guest house together with my brother. But now it's just me and my little daughter.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
Can you tell me something about the old cable car?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it.
Who exactly is this Baron von Sülz?
Baron von Sülz used to run the mine, a philanthropist and patron of the arts. His wife was a flamboyant Baroness von Sülz. You must have heard of her. Anyway, when the company took over the mine, the Baroness dropped him as well and left the Baron behind. A broken man. Now his cat is his only remaining pleasure.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
About the cable car?
Sure. What else do you want to know?
I've heard enough.
Anything else?
I'll be leaving.
Make yourself... By the way, the buffet is open. Please, help yourself.
Is that a maggot? It's having a good time. I'll save you, my little friend. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. But I love cheese skewers. There's something funny about that clock. Science fiction. Something involving spaceships.
Hey, please don't stand there.
Hey. She's almost in a trance.
Please don't stand there.
Excuse me, didn't mean to. What's that you're watching?
Never seen a TV before?
Coming up next, a new episode of Rocket Ship Andromeda.
Have you been living under a rock? With a TV set, you can take journeys to other worlds. Now that I think of it, I have never seen you here before. Are you from another world as well?
You bet I am. My name is Hans. I just arrived from Berlin.
Hey Hans, I'm Leni. My mom owns the place.
70,000 light years from home, the rocket ship has stranded in star system Omega 3.
Is Berlin also in star system Omega 3?
Berlin is located right in the middle of Brandenburg, so it is worlds apart.
Brandenburg? Never heard of it.
Star Cybernetation Commander Aurora is searching for a way back home.
And what do you do for a living? Are you a famous cybernetician too?
Sorry, I'm just an ordinary space pilot.
Oh, okay. Don't be sad. Anyways, I'm going to be a star cybernetician.
Only Commander Aurora can disintegrate the even Rulans into thin air with her space beams.
So, do you Berlinalians have any special powers? Can you make things disappear?
I can make nosy kids disappear.
Don't be mean.
Stay tuned, folks. We will be right back after a few consumer-oriented product endorsements.
My uncle knew how to make things disappear as well. I also know where, but I mustn't tell anyone on Earth.
Well, after all, I'm not originally from Earth. I'm a Berlin alien, remember?
Right. But then, how can you prove you're not an Earthling?
I'll think of something. Look, this is the star log I'm using to stay in contact with my home planet. Just met human child Lenny, keeper of a cosmic secret.
Awesome. Is this a Starlog for real? May I please?
My pleasure.
This is Leni of Planet Earth speaking. My uncle had a secret stash hidden under a loose plank in room 3.
Room 3? That happens to be my room.
Room 3 used to be where my Uncle Heinz lived.
And where is your uncle now?
My mom says he is now living on planet No Good.
Locked. Now where would this lead to? Before you even know, the world lies in ruins. I hope this isn't a bad omen. I'm not tired. I would probably hurt myself. Creepy. Some kind of a sea monster. Must be a local myth. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. Hanging dead animals on your wall is a bit eccentric. I don't want to cover up these people's works of art. Just a hanger. Oh, there really is a hidden stash below. Loads of useless junk, and an almost empty bottle of schnapps. I'll only take the schnapps. Bolts and shoes. What a mess. Nothing appears to be missing, except for my notes. I don't want to mess up the crime scene. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
About the cable car.
Sure.
What about this?
They are called Millennium Cooperative, or a very dubious corporation. They have connections to the top, way up to the highest circle.
What became of the people?
More and more outsiders came to town. Nobody knows what they were actually doing in the mines. Some went missing, some went crazy. Who can tell? At one point, they even bought the old sanitarium in order to provide housing for their workers. That was before the mine shut down, of course.
What were they mining for? Do you know?
An old silver mine. So nothing a quantum physicist would be interested in. It's been a few years, back in the days, when there was enough work for everyone. Then this company took over the mine, only to shut it down immediately.
So why did they shut down the mine?
There is talk and rumors all over the town. Allegedly, people started disappearing without a trace. Tourists, poor laborers without families, the odd stranger. Some folks were also talking about toxic residues in the air and the water. But nobody knows anything with certainty. If you ask me, I'm just glad the whole affair has come to an end. All those rumors have kept spa guests away for years, as you can see for yourself.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
About the cable car?
Sure. What else do you want to know?
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser.
This table! It has a wobble! Everything's going down the drain around here.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
Are you all right?
Please don't ask. I can't even savor my cognac as long as this terrible table keeps on wobbling. Thank you, but I believe this ordinary table is not deserving of your delicate tablecloth.
It might be able to support a glass of beer, but not this table. Actually, it just needs one more mew. My father used to say, the only thing more stable than a beer coaster was 2 beer coasters. I think I finally understand what he meant.
Thank you.
Please ring bell for service. We only serve small pots of coffee outside the restaurant. Now look at all these fishing rods. Quite the collection.
You can borrow one if you like, but only in exchange for a pawn. They have a tendency to get lost otherwise.
Pawn? They serve traditionally hearty local meals in this place. Apparently, a few maggots found themselves a lovely home in there. Note to self, the buffet in this guest house is an obvious case for the public health department. I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. Modern cuisine. A lump of minced meat in the shape of a garnished with spike looks a bit shabby. I don't want to take... This can must have fallen off the table. It might be able to support a glass of beer, but not this table. Actually, it just needs one more mew. My father used to say, the only thing more stable than a beer coaster was 2 beer coasters. I think I finally understand what he meant. I don't want to cover up these people's works of art. Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood.
Bueno, pues hasta aquí. Gracias por ver el vídeo.